Welcome to Learning Intervals with Gene Petty. The intervals we're going to learn on this video are seconds. The notes in the left measure are E and F. This is a minor second, also known as a half step. The notes on the right are E and F sharp. The sharp is a little distant from the F because it's the only way they could fit it in when their notes are so close together like that. So the E and the F sharp create what's called a major second or a whole step. The seconds are the building blocks of intervals. They're also the building blocks of scales, and we need to talk more about the types or qualities of seconds and intervals in general before we go further. Seconds are not the same type as the fourths and fifths, which are perfect. There are two types of seconds, major seconds and minor seconds. We don't have any perfect seconds. Okay, so if you don't learn the difference between major and seconds and minor seconds, you'll never really learn how scales are built, which comes later. When you grasp the concept of how scales are built, you can then discover why we play in different keys. At this point, we don't have the knowledge to really understand the keys and scales. But in grammar school, we learned the alphabet first and then learned how to spell words. Further down the road, we developed proper sentence structure through principles of grammar. Learning notes and intervals is like learning the alphabet. In part 2, we'll be discussing key and scale structure. So major seconds are the distance of 2 frets on the guitar. G to A is 2 frets away. G to A is a major second. Now G to A flat is 1 fret away. So G to A flat is a minor second. Now we're talking about types or quality, major and minor. We had perfect before. Perfect octaves, perfect unisons, perfect fourths, perfect fifths. Now we're going to have major and minor as quality. So C to D is a major second. C to D flat, remember, flat lowers the note, makes a minor second. There are no notes between C and D flat. There is a note between C and D. Can you tell me what that is? Right, D flat. With E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, without any sharps or flats, most of the letters are major seconds apart. There's 2 exceptions to this. Between E and F, there's no notes. Between B and C, there's no notes. So E and F creates a minor second, and B to C creates a minor second. If it were B to C sharp, that would be a major second, or E to F sharp would be a major second. So, to look at this in a little more detail, E to F is a half step, or minor second. E to F sharp is a whole step, or a major second. B to C is a half step, or minor second. B to C sharp is a whole step, or major second. The important thing to take away from here is whole steps equal 2 frets distance on the guitar. Major second. Now the half step is 1 fret difference, or a minor second. Alright, here are most of the half steps or minor seconds. I say most because some of the notes have different names, and I'm not including everything here, but pretty much E to F, F to G flat, F sharp to G, G to A flat. This is a long list of minor seconds. And the whole steps or major seconds are listed here. E to F sharp to G sharp to A sharp, B flat to C. You notice now we're getting into these sharps and flats. You have to think of them in relation to the regular notes without the sharps and flats. Notice towards the middle here, C to D, D to E, F to G. I didn't say E to F because E to F is a minor second. Okay, G to A is a whole step or a major second. A to B is a whole step or major second. And B to C sharp is a whole step, not B to C. Okay, so we have to understand what the sharp does to the note, raising it, or flat, lowering it. So, where are all these notes located on guitar? Let's take a look. There they are. That's every note up to the 5th fret. I didn't include the names of the strings because you know them already. But on the E string, going up a half step brings you to F. That's a minor second. F to F sharp is not actually what we would call the correct spelling for a minor second. It would actually be G flat. I'll give you a little side note here. F to F sharp is called an augmented unison. So just keep that under your hat for a while. And the F sharp to G is a half step or a minor second. G to G sharp, another augmented unison, because they share the same letter name. But that G sharp is also called A flat. So a G to A flat is a minor second. A G sharp to an A is a minor second. These are all half steps laid out chromatically. And like I was saying, some notes have two names, and that's called an enharmonic equivalent. F sharp is a G flat. G sharp is an A flat. Let's see if we can look at another one there. See the C sharp on the A string. C sharp is also, what's the note above it? Or what's the note in pitch above it? That's actually viewing below it there is D. So what would C sharp, another name for it, be? It would be D flat. Okay? F sharp. Getting the pattern here? Another name for F sharp would be G flat. And the G sharp is on the, we went through before on the low string. Same thing on the high string. G sharp is also an A flat. And we have an A flat up there on the 1st fret. And what note would that be? What's another name for A flat? Well, a G sharp. It's the same thing. Okay, so here's a list of the enharmonic equivalents. F sharp is G flat, G sharp is A flat, A sharp is B flat, C sharp is D flat. And if you want to get technical, B sharp is C, E sharp is F. The reason I say technical is that B sharps and E sharps are rarely used. So how do those notes look on the musical staff? Well, there they are, laid out for you. I know it's a little small. I have a larger one up ahead. This is every half step or minor second played in a row. And we're going to look at the larger viewer. But just to note, if you could spot a minor second on the staff, you know that all you have to do is move up 1 fret. So if you know what a minor second looks like, for instance, the first two, E to F, and you're playing an E, if you forgot what F was, well, you know at this point, oh, that's a minor second. I forgot the note, but I know it's a minor second. So you're able to go up 1 fret and play the correct note. For the purposes of this beginner studies, we're not going to go above the 5th fret. Learning too many notes can be overwhelming. So I'll tell you this so that you realize that all these notes can be played in different positions, like we've learned before. In fact, you could play all these notes just on the low E string if you wanted. But we're not going to do that. We're going to look at this larger picture now, and we're going to play every note and name them as we go by. Okay, here we go. E. That's a little zero there for it, help you out there on the tablature on the bottom. I just assume you don't even look at that. Look at the note, E. The next note, F. What's the next note? F sharp. G. G sharp. Play along. A. I'm on the open string A. B flat. B. C. C sharp. D. E flat. Next line. E. Second fret. F. Third fret. F sharp. Open G. You're with me? Here's a G sharp. A. That's a B flat. A B natural. Open string B. C. C sharp. D. E flat, also known as D sharp. E. F. F sharp. G, third fret. G sharp, fourth fret. And the A on the fifth fret. Listen to the characteristic sound of a minor second. Anywhere you go up one fret, it's a minor second. Go down one fret, it's a minor second. Alright, so that's the exercise that you're going to do. Play any note, move up or down, and you tell yourself that's a minor second. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, moving 2 frets apart. And you'll tell yourself, major second. We're listening for the sound. There's 2 frets apart there. I'm making another note. I'm going to start on an A, go up 2 frets. That'd be A, B, A, B. That's a whole step. Let's take the B and go up 2 frets. Whole step. Any note, go up 2 frets, and listen to the sound of a major second. By the way, I'm moving up in whole steps here, and that's called a whole tone scale. And that's your little introduction to minor and major seconds. I hope you enjoyed that. That's next video will be thirds, and we're going to kind of go through the same idea with the thirds and see if you're catching on. I hope you're enjoying this, so I'll see you in the next video. Take care. This is Gene Petty.